Hello guys! I'm super excited. This is my first live video on this page ever, so I'm super excited. Just gonna give people a couple minutes to get on, not a couple minutes, but that little bit of time to click on and hop on here. So I'll just give it just a minute. I want to tell you about this business, what this business has done for my family, for our life, what it's all about. If you are thinking that maybe, you're looking for something more, I want to give you the opportunity to hear more about it. If you are jumping on, let me know where you're from. Give me some hearts so I can see that you are on here. And I am so excited. Okay. So, just going to give it, I don't know what the weather's like for you guys, but it is so cold here. It was 21 degrees whenever I went to the gym this morning. We took our kids to school and went to the gym. We have snow on the ground, so I am in a tiny little town in Missouri. And we're really, really small. So they had not cleared our roads or anything yet. And so we made it. We made it to school. We made it to the gym. We are pushing for, they say if you can keep your New Year's resolution through January 15th, that you're more likely to keep it. So most people back out of their New Year's resolution by January 15th. So we're going strong. We've been at the gym for the last 2 weeks, and because of my resolution this year to just get healthier for my kids, for my family, I'm down 8 pounds in the last 10 days. So that's super exciting. But I just want to tell you a little bit about me. So, you can see I'm in my office. You can see my It Works logo behind me. But you guys, so my story starts about 6 years ago. My son will be 6 on February 27th, and he was kind of so we were in Florida whenever we first heard about It Works. I had just had Kate. I was in a mommy breastfeeding support group that met at the hospital twice a week, and I just thought, you are crazy. I'm a nurse. I don't believe in what you're doing, and I don't think you can really make money doing stuff like that. And so it was just literally lack of education for me. I knew nothing about network marketing. I had my thoughts in my head of what I thought it was, but I had no idea. And so I was prejudging for sure. But I became friends with her on Facebook, and then a couple of friends from high school started getting into some network marketing. So I was very intrigued, but also very, very, very skeptical. I avoided it like the plague. At least in their eyes. I ignored messages, and I never commented or liked on anything, so some of you watching this might feel the same way. But you guys, I was stalking in the background. I was totally watching everything that they were doing, totally thinking, I could never do that. I don't think anybody would buy from me. I don't think that I would be any good at it. I don't want people to judge me. I don't want people to critique what I'm doing. I don't want people to realize that we're behind the scenes, we're struggling. So I just totally kept playing it off and kept just going about my nursing job, my, 7 to 7, working at 2 separate hospitals, working 60 hours a week, totally being away from my family, and not getting involved because I was too caught up in fear. I was letting fear control me. I was letting fear hold me back. And so I finally decided, after having my daughter, Sophia, I had her in 2013 in November. And you guys, I remember sitting there breastfeeding her in the middle of the night one night, and I saw, we were trying to figure out, how can I take the full 12 weeks of maternity leave? How can I make this work that I can stay home with her the full 12 weeks. She's going to be our last child. We've already got our boy. We've got our girl now. And so we started really crunching numbers to see if this was going to be a possibility. And I remember pulling up my student loan account, and it said if I kept making my minimum payments on my student loans, I have a nursing degree, that it would be paid off in 2030. This was just a small portion of our debt. And so, you guys, that hit me like a ton of bricks. I kept thinking, golly, adding this up in my head, I've got this newborn daughter, I've got a 2-year-old at the time, that would have made Cade a sophomore in college and Sophia a senior in high school when I paid off my student loans. And so that was my first like push that I felt, okay, maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I could do more. And maybe I could do more without picking up more hours at the hospital and missing more good night kisses and more bath time and more, just the loving that I wasn't getting from my kids and the loving that they weren't getting from me, because I was so exhausted. I was a walking zombie from working all this overtime and this crazy commute I was doing. So finally, in February of 2014, I said yes. And I remember thinking, like, I'm the queen of starting things and not sticking them out. I remember one time telling my husband that I was going to start scrapbooking, and I was like, I'm going to go, and went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and I bought all this stuff, and I never made a scrapbook because that just seems so like took so much dedication, and so I just never did it. And so my husband thought for sure, she just paid $99 to join this business, and it's gonna be a like roller coaster of, well, that was fun, on to something else because I get bored. And so it didn't happen that way at all. My biggest goal with the company was to make $500 a month. Like, that was my long-term goal. And I figured if I made $500 a month, I could put that towards that student loan, and maybe, when my kids are in middle school, I can be in the bleachers and I can work day shifts instead of needing that night shift differential. And I was never dreaming big enough to think about where this could actually get me. And so I continued working my full-time nursing career and delivering babies. It was a complete dream job. And I loved what I did, but I loved my kids more, and I was missing that time. So my first month in the business, I made the $500, and that was a light bulb moment to me. That was the moment that I realized, if I can make $500, I can teach other people to make $500. And so there's a statistic out there that what $500 can do for people. It can keep people out of bankruptcy. It can save marriages, and it can keep people from foreclosure. So those are huge statistics. And at this time of the year, people are really trying to hit their goals. Even in this business, we just signed up for the Dave Ramsey class, and we are getting ready to start Dave Ramsey in like 2 weeks, and it's a 3-month course. And so I'm super excited because I have big goals. We just built a brand new house last year, and I want our mortgage gone within the next 5 years. I want my mortgage completely paid off, and I want to be 100% debt free, because I'm setting my kids up for a legacy to where I don't want to teach them the way that I feel like America just has this mentality that if you can't afford it, it's okay, just charge it, or just, I just don't think we're not taught to make smart decisions. So that's one thing I really want to change for my family. So like I said, I got started. I got to the Ruby rank, which I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about, but I got to that in my first month, and that's when I realized I just got to teach people how to do that. And so I continued to work this business all the way up to the second highest rank in the company, and I still worked full-time night shift. And so it was crazy. Like, I remember thinking, I don't have any time to do a business like this, but you make time for whatever your priorities are. And so at that point, my priority became, how can I spend more time with my family? How can I spend more time with my kids? How can I be in the bleachers at the soccer games? How can I get Sophia in dance classes? We can't afford the extras. We can't even make it paycheck to paycheck. We're like 4 days before paycheck. Right before I joined, we couldn't pay our propane bill to heat our house in the middle of winter in December. My mother-in-law ended up paying that for us. So you guys, I totally get the struggles that you're going through, and I want you to know that there's another option out there. So I continued to run in this business. In November of 2015, I walked away from my full-time nursing career. I put everything into this company. At that point, I was a presidential diamond, and like I said, that's one rank from the top, and I put everything into this company, and I just continued to run with it. I had such a passion. I've never gotten to a point where I've ever felt bored like I thought I might, where I'd feel like, oh, I need more, I need something else, because constantly I'm getting to meet new people. Social media is such an amazing tool because you can meet new people every single day. And so, as a nurse, my passion was helping people. In this business, I'm not limited to the people that I can help. I don't need just people that are sick or people that are having babies, or I don't have to stick to a certain type of person. I can help everybody, young, old, male, or female. And so this business has just been truly such a blessing to us. But so like I said, I walked away from my career just over 13 months ago. I've been home full time. My kids go to a private Montessori school, and we just absolutely love it. This is our first year, I guess, being kind of like empty nesters during the day without any kids at home. So it's kind of crazy. But my husband actually walked away from his insurance career. It'll be a year in April. In April last year, or at the end of March, I went ambassador and got to the highest rank of the company. And you guys, just seeing what this business has done for our family, we've paid off over $150,000 in debt. Those student loans that weren't supposed to be paid off till 2030, we paid those off in my first year in the company. So I just want you guys to see, I know so many people think network marketing, like the first thing that is like flashing lights, pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme. I get it. That was me. But you guys, what you don't understand is you're just hearing what other people say, and you've got to get yourself educated on it. Residual income is where it's at. This business will continue to, if I continue down the track that I'm headed now, I could pass away and this business is going to continue to pay my children. That's residual income. So, when you think about pyramid schemes, corporate America is the pyramid scheme. You go into work, you clock in, like for me, I'm going to use my nursing for instance. I go into work, I clock in as a floor nurse. I'm a labor and delivery nurse. I take care of patients, but I've got a charge nurse who I'm answering to, who has a nurse manager that she's answering to, who has a nursing supervisor who they're answering to, who has the house supervisor of the hospital they're answering to, who has the director of the hospital and the CEO. I mean, any job is a pyramid, and it doesn't matter how hard I would have worked, how passionate I was about my job as a nurse, as a labor and delivery nurse. It didn't matter. I wasn't ever going to pass that person ahead of me up. I was never going to make more money than them. I was never going to have more benefits than them, unless I went back to school and added to my education. In this job, I'm paid for the work that I put in. I'm paid. I get to decide what I want my paycheck to be, not somebody else telling me what I'm worth, not somebody else telling me that, your kids have been sick a lot this year, and if you call in again, you're going to be on probation. That's not okay in my book, and it doesn't have to be okay in yours either. So, I want to tell you how you can do this and why now is the perfect time. So, like I said, next month, less than a month, I will be in my 3-year anniversary. So I'll be going into my 4th year of this, we call this our crazy busy season. Like, it's just literally insane. People start New Year's resolutions. And so the 2 most popular New Year's resolutions are something about getting healthy, whether that be weight loss, just working on yourself in general, whatever it may be. It has to do with health or wealth. You either want to pay off debt, or you want to get skinnier, or just be more healthy, or be more conscious, or self-development of some sort. So the thing is, I have something to help with both of those. So I can help people with both of those. I can be a solution to their problems, and I can be a mentor to them. So that's something I've been able to do and just fall so in love with. So you pay $99 to get started in this business. And the cool thing, our signature product is our Ultimate Body Applicator. It's a body wrap. Let's see if I have a full one here. I only have a half one, I think. Nope, there's a full one. So it's a body wrap. This is a dried out one that I've washed the solution off of, but this is what it is. So this can be put anywhere from the chin down, so you can cut it into different pieces. I'm just going to fold it in half and show you how, if you cut it in half, you could wrap the back of your arms, your bat wings. You can wrap your girls, you can wrap your booty, you can wrap your thighs, you can have it open and wrap your tummy or your back. You can actually cut these little wings off on the side and wrap your chin. So you guys, anywhere from the neck down, this is not a weight loss product, it's a skin repair product. So it helps to tighten, tone, and firm the skin, reduce the appearance of cellulite and stretch marks. So this, for me, after having 2 babies, seemed too good to be true until I used it and I saw results. So this is a first to market product. Nobody else has what we have. People have tried to duplicate it and it has never turned out the same. And you guys, this is awesome because you can't buy this on the shelves at Walmart. You can't buy this at Walgreens or CVS or at the grocery store. So this little product is amazing and it can change people's lives. It can give people hope and motivation to work harder in their health and fitness goals. So we're not a just quick fix company. We've got products to change lives. So this is just one of our products, but we have a full line of health and wellness supplements. We have essential oils. We have an incredible skincare line. My skin has never looked better in my entire life. So it's just crazy. But then on the other side, we have the ability to change people's lives financially. So it's $99 to get started, and that comes with a box of these wraps, 4 wraps. These wraps retail at $99. You can get started for $99, but then you can get a free box of wraps with it. So what you can do is you can use the 4 wraps in the box, you can use them on yourself, or you can turn around and you can sell them for $25 a piece and make back your initial investment right away. There you go. You're in the green now. You haven't even, you're back to zero. So anything that you make now is a bonus. So what your first goal with the company is to get, I'm going to show you a Ruby chart. So is to get your first 4 customers. And what that does is that's going to give you, that's going to make you eligible for future bonuses in the company. So my family in the last 35 months, we've earned $290,000 in bonuses, which I just think is absolutely incredible. I don't need somebody to give me a car bonus or to give me different like material things. I want to pay off debt. I want to get out of debt. And so we have cash. They don't take cash back from you. So it's super awesome. So you get your first 4 customers. Sorry, that was my dog. But that was her yawning. But you know, you can think about people who is looking to maybe get more vegetable intakes. The greens, hands down, are one of my favorite products. It's your 8 servings of fruits and vegetables, and it's a pH balancer. So for me, what the greens personally have done for me is they've gotten rid of my headaches. I used to have a daily headache. I literally would pre-medicate myself with ibuprofen because I knew I was going to have a headache that was just going to, I got really bad sinus headaches. I had horrible allergies. Even taking daily allergy pills and quarterly allergy shots, I just could not beat that sinus congestion. I have not taken an allergy pill or an allergy shot in almost 3 years, which is just crazy. And it's because of the greens. So, you know, maybe one of your coworkers doesn't eat very healthy. Maybe they're having, you know, issues with headaches, acid reflux. Balance that pH, and that's what the greens will do. So maybe it's a coworker you get to be one of your first customers. Maybe it's your daycare provider. Maybe it's a friend on Facebook, or maybe it is your neighbor. So that's... Hey, Christina. Let's talk about it some more, girl. I would love to answer your questions. So you get your first 4 customers, and then from there, you are eligible for future bonuses. So we are about to go to conference next month. In less than a month, we're going to conference, and our CEO always brings out the most amazing incentives and bonuses at conference. So I just know that things are about to get crazy. So, your next step, this is you in this little box here, and you know, then you're going to start finding people that need to make money with you, and you're going to teach them to do the exact same thing. Step 1, join the company, pay the $99 and get started. Get those 4 wraps, use them on yourself, sell them for 25 bucks a piece, whichever you choose to do, and help them start earning an income too. With people, I always say, okay, do you want to make me money using the products, or do you want to make money with me and use the products at my discount also? So first person you may decide wants to make some money with you might be your mom. So you get your mom started, teach her to get her first 4 customers as well. And as soon as she has 2 customers, that's $100 bonus for me because I helped her get started. I helped her get that first success and that first win in her business. Okay? So then you go on, maybe the next person that wants to make some money with you is your sister. She decides, wow, mom and, Ashley are really doing this business together. I want to do this too. Make it a family affair. One of my girlfriends, there's 17 of them in their family in this business. So do the same thing with your sister. Help her get started. Help her get her first 2 customers. That's another $100 bonus. There's $200 in cash. Those are paid out every single Friday. I just got one today. Okay, next step, maybe your best friend says, I feel like I'm missing out. I want to do this too. It's so much fun. So get your best friend started, help her get her first 2 customers, $100 cash. There's $300 from helping 3 people start the business with you and just helping them get their first win of their customers. Okay, so then we'll just say your best friend, she just becomes a rock star. She has another best friend, or that could be her boyfriend. She signs up. They do the business together. She gets a $100 bonus when they get their first 2 customers. Then she decides to sign her neighbor up. They hang out all the time on the weekends anyways, so they decide they're going to take their neighborhood by storm and do this business. So she signs them up, helps them do the same thing, get their first customers, $100 bonus. Okay, well, all along, what they're selling to their customers is helping fill this chart. And so we don't have it right now, but I can almost guarantee that next month we're going to have a Ruby bonus. So there was no Ruby bonus when I started, but I went Ruby in my first 26 days. This little group here, this little chart, this is a Ruby worksheet. So this is what it looks like. The average Ruby is $500 a month. Remember when I said I wanted to start for $500 a month? This is my goal. This was my big long-term goal, okay? Everything in this business is based off this chart. You continue to teach people how to do this, and you can go to the top of the company like I have. In less than 3 years, I'm an Ambassador Diamond. It's the highest rank in the company, and you guys, it's totally changed our family's life. It's paid off all of that debt. It's brought me home to my babies, and now it's given me such a passion to teach others that you don't have to be the same as everybody else. Get outside your comfort zone, do something a little scary this year, and who knows, it might change your life too. There's too much of a risk-free investment to take the chance to not do it, to sit on the sidelines and continue to watch. We don't have any inventory that we have to carry, and we don't have to deliver products. We're not responsible for people's money when they're paying. Whenever you sign up, you get your own website. You send your customers to that website. They order their products through that website, and it ships directly to their house. So you guys, when I say that this is a risk-free investment, you have no contracts. You sign up, you decide that, 3 weeks from now, 6 months from now, this just isn't for me anymore. You just stop. You don't have to do anything. So you guys, I just want you to really think about what your future looks like. Because for me, I knew if I didn't do something different, nothing was going to change. We were already stretching ourselves so thin, working overtime and picking up just, last minute calls for an extra bonus shift where they were paying an additional $20 an hour because they were so desperate for a nurse. I was picking those up and walking out on my family because we needed that. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to fight to have Christmas off anymore. I don't have to ask for vacation off anymore. I'm not saying you ever have to quit your job to do this business. I did it full time with my career and did this business in my spare time all the way up to the second highest level in the company. So you may want an extra $200 a month. You may want some extra nail money, or you may want to be debt-free. You can choose that margin of where you want to be in there, but you've got to get started to figure out where this business could take you. And I'm totally here to support you and help you. Our team is amazing, and there's big things coming. So I would love to, answer any more questions that you have, talk to you about it anymore. How much is it to go to the conference, and is there any in Denver? So Christina, we are a global company. We're in 21 countries. We've been debt-free since 2008. So during the middle of the economic crisis, we went debt-free. And we have opportunities for training all over the country and also outside of the country in other countries. So there are things what are called one team, one missions. You do not have to be local to me to be on my team. We can still get you set up for success. I have a team all the way as far as Australia, England, and Canada, all over the United States. So you don't have to be local to me, but you can still plug in to local trainings, which is amazing. Our company's philosophy is one team, one mission. So we have a huge conference once a year that is in Florida. And so we are actually going there next month in February. And that's where all these crazy things are going to come out. We just had a new product released yesterday that's a shake that is just absolutely amazing. As an Ambassador Diamond, we got it shipped to our house, so we got to taste it right away. There's a chocolate and vanilla, so 100 calories, vegan friendly. It is also only 5 grams of carbs, 0 sugar, and the chocolate tastes like brownie mix or brownie batter, and the vanilla tastes like cake batter. So they are delicious. Our price points are incredible. And so any questions that you have, feel free to reach out to me privately. You can do it through this page, or you can find me on Facebook, Ashley Reneau, and I'll drop my actual Facebook page that you can, follow me. If you have any questions, I'm going to drop it here in the comments. And I would absolutely love to tell you more about the opportunity in this business and see if it is the right fit for you. So I hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. I think it's Thursday. It's the problem when you work from home. You don't know what day it is. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you guys later.